Hey, y'all. We are back with the I'm Such a Pisces podcast. My name is Christine.
And I'm Shelby.
Welcome to another week. We're getting close to the end of season 4, Shelby.
That makes me so sad. Although I think it'll be a good time for us to have a little reset, bring out some new exciting things. We've got some of those things, I think, in the works. But yeah, can you believe we've been doing this for 4 full seasons pretty much at this point?
Yes. Been in
You're
here.
like, yes, I'm so tired of you, actually. No, yes, I can believe it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we've been at it.
Yes.
Almost the end, but we're not there yet, y'all, so don't get sad.
Yeah.
How was your week, Shelby?
Oh man, my week was good. I'm having a good week, but it is also extremely stressful. So I was just telling Christine before we got on air that I'm in the middle of trying to buy a house. So it's a very exciting, very good time. I feel very privileged to be able to do that, but also holy shit, this shit is very stressful. There's like things that need to be fixed. I'm already stressed out about home ownership. Like it's a thing. And it's terrible timing because of course the person with the astrology podcast is like, oh yeah, it's fine. Let's go ahead and try to buy a house in the middle of a fucking retrograde.
Okay.
Yes. I know the rules, but also it's like this is the season of life that I'm in, so we're just gonna do the things, and we'll talk about what to do during a retrograde a little bit here soon. So
yes.
I won't jump ahead, but that's where I'm at. I'm very stressed. How's your week going?
I need to be stressed for it's gonna work itself out.
Yes.
Take your time.
Thank you, friend.
Take your time.
Christine's praying over me just to make sure it all works out. She was doing Reiki through the Zoom recording. Thank you so much. I feel it.
Clogs, pass an inspection.
Yes. We'll get there. We sure hope.
But yeah, I mean, my week has been interesting to say the least. It's been very eventful. As far as work. There's just been a lot of work, work at the school, and then, been working on the biz, and so, yeah, just like a lot going on, but also, hanging out with my platonic boyfriend.
Is your platonic boyfriend? Do you think your platonic boyfriend is he gonna hit this episode and be like,
who knows?
Who knows
when?
Yes.
We love. He's gonna be like, is it with me?
Me? Am I the?
Feel like for interesting conversation later, if he hears it.
If you have to ask yourself, am I the platonic boyfriend? Am I who they're talking about on the podcast? Sometimes the answer is yes.
Yes.
Sometimes the answer is yes.
We are talking about you. Loving time,
I just stopped myself from saying something really out of pocket, so I want you to know that I'm trying to, hold it together.
Hold it.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Aries Mercury is Mercury.
Look, it was, yeah, and you've listened to this podcast before, usually I don't hold back from saying out of pocket things. God forbid anyone that I have ever worked for or with hears this. So don't think any less of me. Maybe think more of me. I don't know.
Hey, this is an entertainment podcast.
Entertainment only.
To entertain.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? I curled my hair today. I had to pick today between, how I've been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to, look cute for the podcast. Well, I had to pick one because I only had time for one. So I did my hair, and now I decided to not turn the lights on, so you can't even hardly see it. I'm a mess today.
We're Pisces.
What do you expect? Okay.
We try.
We try. We try our best.
Okay, there. It's okay.
Well, do we want to see what our CoStar has to say about it?
Oh yes. Okay.
I've been having some good ones lately. I've like screenshotted a couple. I haven't looked at my one for today yet, but I've been saving them because I'm like, ooh, that was good. I need to remember that.
A lot of that. I'm like, okay, are they in there to read my data? Is that what it is?
Right. I swear to God, they know what's going on with me right now.
You know, so wasn't I think the pattern that was in a lawsuit.
Really? Were they reading data?
Yeah. There was like someone like Channing Tatum, like
what?
Accused charge? I don't know. Accused them of like being in his actual personal data in his phone. But yeah, there's like been lawsuits.
Do we have the results of it yet, or are we just kind of waiting to see?
It might be in litigation or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
okay. Well, I'm excited to see.
Right.
We'll have to follow up on that in the celebrity gossip.
Okay.
Relatable content, you know?
Okay. Like maybe that'll be some better now. So I don't know, CoStar, you know, hopefully we don't have to cut y'all off from the
right.
Like we like it when it's, you know, authentic astrology. We don't like you to just be in the phone. Like
right. Right. That's not nice.
You're getting extra information.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Okay. It says, just because it's easy doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
So like don't make things harder than they need to be, sorta.
I guess so. Like if it's easy, let it be easy. Like, all right, cool.
Okay. I like it.
I like it. Okay, do playground. I did that today. It was nice. I was out on the side. I was like out there checking on a student while I was walking a student out to his class after a whole ordeal. But like I'm sitting down talking to this teacher, and I'm just like, oh, the sun was on us. Like, you know, I think I'm just going to continue to sit here and just have a whole conversation.
Lovely, actually.
It feels so nice, and I'm just going to enjoy this time.
I love to see it.
I did it in the playground today, in the sun. Somersaults.
Okay.
And sunscreen.
It's an outside theme today. It's basically spring break for you. Like, get out there.
Like, be outside. I'm like, that's never a problem.
Right.
Don't bragging rights.
Okay.
Musical numbers.
Well, Christine loves to do a musical number.
I love to sing. I love a musical number. Yeah. And don't pom-poms.
Fine. So it just really doesn't want any big celebratory, like,
no celebrations. No
pom-poms.
Pom-poms. No bragging rights.
Okay.
No musical numbers. Okay.
Humility in the sun. That's what I'm hearing.
So the way I be quiet. Take it in.
I'm okay with that.
True. What is your CoStar in today?
Today, this is actually probably something I needed to hear. It says, release yourself from the expectation of reciprocity.
Ooh. Okay.
Now, so initially when I pulled this up and I looked at it, I was thinking about reciprocity, like me having to reciprocate things for other people. But now that I'm reading it, I'm like, oh no, this is like, just because you do something nice for somebody, don't expect that somebody's going to do something nice for you. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's actually what I need to hear, but not what I want to hear. You know?
The word came again. It came again as you like, you know, you didn't interpret that right the first time.
Right.
Let's go back that again. Like,
and now I'm like, you know what? Heard. Okay? Heard. Yes. Okay.
Hey. It happens like that. You're like, okay, message.
This is a lifelong lesson for me, because it's like, oh, just because you did something nice that somebody did not ask you to do does not mean they're going to do that for you. Like, yep, noted. You can't be mad at that. Okay, so my do's this week say low tide.
Okay.
Log off. Get me off the internet. It's probably a good idea, always. Yeah. And True Blues. Oh. I don't know if they mean like blues, like I'm feeling blue, but also I do have 2 different shades of blue on right now. So
we've had this before because I think I was like, I'm having deja vu or something. Because I think we had this conversation on the podcast, and I'm like, I think true blues are like your besties. Like, I think that's yeah.
Okay, you know what? That is sounding familiar. There's a lot of ways you could take that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so do hang out with your friends, do hang out with your true blues.
Your true blues, the people that there through and through, your true blues.
That's interesting. I'm curious.
At this point, we're gonna have to look it up. Like,
right?
so we can know. Like, what does it mean?
And clearly, I think we have talked about this before, but it didn't stick because I've never heard anybody refer to a true like that.
I think that's what they mean. Old. Like,
well, we didn't. It doesn't have to be an age thing. You know, we said that.
I mean, it's older than me.
You said that the other day. You were like, now, see, some things are just not, they're not generational. They're just, we run in different circles. And I was like, you know what? We get along very well, but we do, I think, encounter some different things.
Yeah. Okay, so this says completely loyal to a person or belief.
Okay.
That's
so my day ones.
English dictionary.
Interesting.
So either the day ones or something that a belief system that you were just loyal to.
Okay.
But probably more than likely you friends.
Right. That's kind of that makes more sense to me. So okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll stick to that. We're logging off. Homies. We're calling the homies. Okay. It's upsetting me and my homegirls. All right. So my don'ts this week are read receipts. I always have my read receipts off.
Like, I don't want those on.
Yeah. So don't do read receipts. Don't do white lies. So we're being very honest right now. Honest. And don't destroy the evidence. Okay, so we're saving everything. That's what I heard. Don't destroy the evidence.
Sounds dangerous. Okay.
Well,
we'll talk about some evidence in just a little while.
We sure will. That's a great segue. Do you want to take a quick break and come back with our relatable content?